Hello there, and welcome to the second semi-final of Knock the Sith Out 2 Hyperspace Boogaloo. This is producer Tim, and we are live. Hopefully we are all live. It looks like everything is going. There's a few people watching. Let me know if the audio is coming through okay. It is about 7:30 in the morning on a Thursday in Australia, and Akhter has got up so he can play a semi-final versus Kester. Let's pop to the table and say hello to the players.
Stuff.
Hey guys, you are now live on Twitch, so welcome.
Hi, thank you.
So we have Kester flying First Order, and we have Akhter flying the Separatist Swarm. Have we determined first player yet?
Yeah, I've got a 1 point bid, so I've assigned it to Akhter.
Cool.
Oh, thank you. You're so kind.
Well, there's pros and cons in there. It was a tough decision, to be honest. I had to think about it.
So let me just get what's that? An orange, isn't it?
I need to get my rocks, which are the small ones, I believe. Just make sure I get the right ones. I'll just quickly check the list. I'm pretty sure I got the 3 small ones.
Forget what rocks I've got. I'm just like, oh, these ones will do.
Debris. Oh wait, no, that's Al's. Whoops.
I mean, I suppose that is one thing that is a lot easier playing in person. You just physically just get the obstacle tokens out. You don't have to drag out and then press lots of different numbers trying to spawn the correct one.
Just find the right one, yeah, absolutely. And the thing is, because I'm playing a few different leagues, I feel really bad because somebody will ping me nowadays and I go, don't take this the wrong way, but what game are we playing? and then what I'll have a situation of is like, oh, what rocks did I bring? And now I'm getting to the stage where I run suboptimal rock displacement because I choose the same one all the time now. So it's just easy.
Yeah. The sort of list I run, I pretty much just always take these 3. Keeps it simple.
Right. I'll just check my list, but I'm almost certain I ran those 3 small ones.
Yeah, it's 3 small rocks. Well, one of them's the croissant.
Yep, it's the moustache and that one. Yeah, okay, I can do that. So, let me just grab those. Not that one. No.
So blue, green, yellow. Blue, green, yellow. I've got Discord. Orange and red. White, pink, and purple. I think I've got everything coloured. So what we're going to do is me and Ben are going to jump down into the commentators' room. We'll let you guys play. If you've got any queries, feel free to jump down. If we spot anything, we'll let you know. But otherwise, enjoy the game and best of luck.
Okay, thank you.
When you're all set and dials and everything, you want to start the timer, just tab the middle of the table. I'll be watching and I'll start my time at the same time as yours.
Okay.
All right. Catch you a bit, guys.
Yeah, okay. Thanks. Well.
Okie dokie. So a little bit behind schedule, but I think we can forgive it considering Akhter has kindly agreed to come on stream for us, and obviously it is 7:30 in the morning for him, so he has woken up not terribly early, but obviously with the time difference, it has
the future.
Yeah, well, this is it. Yeah, perhaps he knows the result of the game. Do you want to do me a favour, Ben? And if you want to cover the list, I'm just going to sort myself out a drink. Thank you.
Right, so we'll start with Akhter's list because it's a little bit easier first. So he's got 2 of the Techno Union bombers. Both of them have got plasma torps. And he's got 3 vultures with discords, and then just 3 naked as the day they were born. And then Kester's list, he's got 3 of the Epsilon Squadron cadets, and Lieutenant Revis, which is after a ship at range 1 to 2 gains a red or orange token. If you do not have that ship locked, you may acquire a lock, so that's quite nice. Especially with the droids, as they like to barrel roll calculate quite a lot. Saying that he's not got struts, so maybe he won't. I don't know. We'll see. Then he has Muse with Proud Tradition and Advanced Optics, and Hollow with Proud Tradition and Optics. So, is it Optics? put the listing wrong for Tim. Anyway, so that's good because both the ships can sloop if they want to, still focus, and they can pretty much pass the stress off. So Hollow can pass it off to a ship at range 0 to 2, I think it is. And then Muse is just at the start of the engagement phase. A friendly ship at range 0 to 1 can remove stress token. So it stops that proud tradition being flipped over for the negative. I've seen Kester start before, and he usually locks Hollow with all his other ships, just in case he needs to pass a token off and doesn't want to pass a good one off, basically. And when he places his ships, you'll see that Kester's Hollow is really cool.
Yeah, what I'll do is before they get set up, I'll actually zoom down and we can have a little look at this lovely custom ship that Kester's got. And I think Kester's been helping the designers behind the mod, hasn't he, with some of the graphical work.
Yeah, I don't know if you've ever seen his Rack and Whisper. They're really cool. His rack is like flashing and changing colour and all sorts. It's amazing.
I think I've actually got it. Yeah,
Have you?
I'm going to quickly save that. Yoink.
So am I. That's what I'm doing now.
That's the one, I guess, advantage of streaming all this X-Wing is basically just pinching all the cool stuff.
He's also got, with his Whisper, it sort of decloaks and cloaks back in.
Yes, I think I've got that one as well.
It's really cool. I love that. So looks like we're placing ships.
Yep. For those who are watching, let us know if the audio is coming through okay. Brendan, lovely guy, but tends to talk quite loud, so I do turn the audio down a little bit. But I think we can put it back up a bit. I'm just going to share this around again. I'll probably get done for spamming, but hey ho, it's X-Wing.
I mean, the amount of times I share things we do, and I haven't been banned yet, it's fine.
I'll just post it into the UK and Ireland group because that's the bigger group anyway, isn't it? So
yeah,
that's cool.
I tend to post to I do UK and Ireland, the Ready Room because they're both friends of mine.
Yeah,
and then Nova because I think that's the bigger American group.
What's it called? Nova X-Wing or something?
I just think it's called Nova Squadron. I can't remember.
I say it might be worth just sharing it over there because it might be good to try and increase the
Nova Squadron.
Nova Squadron.
I think that used to be quite a big squadron over there, but I would want like a podcast or something. I'm not sure, but it seems to be one of the busier pages.
Okay, so yeah, it says the US national page, but everyone is.
Ships.
Quite a few thousand members.
Yeah. I think maybe they used to do a podcast or something. I'm not 100% sure.
Okay. Question: who is the only 3 times world champion of X-Wing miniatures? Hopefully I get it right. Be embarrassing.
So it looks like Akhter sets up the swarm very similar to the Sikh swarm he was flying, like 2 separate teams, which is interesting.
Yeah, yeah. You know, it's a droid list without struts, so he's taken small rocks. I think both of these players took these lists. Did they? No. Akhter didn't take this to Coruscant, did he? You took something different. But Kester's also flown this a lot. He flew this at Coruscant as well. I think he made top cut with it, didn't he?
Yeah, because we've talked about it on the cast, didn't we?
Yeah. And
when you want to stop.
Well, it's well, I just thinking because we were discussing about points as we were getting the list set up. So both of these lists are pre-November 2020 points update. So Akhtar's list has actually got 2 points cheaper because the plasma torps have come down, and Kester's has gone up by 2 points because the advanced optics have gone up. But yeah, I thought you had Pattern Analyzer. That's the list that I think I'd
That's what I
played.
sent you, I think.
Well, so I'd played Kester's list with Pattern Analyzer because you can do the red maneuvers with Hollow Muse, do the action, and then you can shed the stress.
And still focus as well.
Yeah, and still do Proud Tradition focus. And then you're not stressed in the engagement phase, so they can't spend the crit to flip the card.
Looks like he set up 2 little teams. Look like he's set his dials up in. I don't know if anyone else can see, but
Yeah,
like
two groups
two
of
lots
4.
of, so we can remember.
No, it makes sense. Like, certainly when you're flying in formation, I think that does help. And I tend to make sure my dials are like when I'm flying in swarms. Like, you know, if one of the TIE fighters on the left, one's on the right, I always try and make sure the colours are the right way around. And I think it does help flying in formation. But this will be an interesting matchup. So we got a lot of PS1 ships on the field. So Kester's got 4, and all of Akhtar's are PS1. So we're going to see a lot of simultaneous fire and stuff dying but isn't dead, if that makes sense. It looks like we almost might have a joust. Which probably favours Kester because he's got the 4 and the 5. Or is it 5 and a 5? I forget which. What is Muse? 2. Muse.
2.
Yeah, Muse are 2, but can remove the stress. But the bombers will move first and potentially not be able to take the target locks of their plasma torpedoes because they haven't got any.
I think it's going to be a bit of a battle of controlling ranges. First one in there.
Mm-hmm. This is it. But there's no probe droids. There's no tactical relays for calculate banking or anything like that. Yeah, it would be an interesting game. 2 very good players. It'd be very, very interesting. As much as I like Kester's list and I like Kester, I'm afraid I have to root for Akhtar here. Mainly because it'd be nice not to see First Order versus First Order in the final. But I mean, at least they're like 2 different First Order lists. They're not both XI shuttle lists, for example.
So I think they're very different lists.
I'm going to reposition my camera as they've all decided just to move up into the top half of the board. This is the good old days of jousting when Ian used to use half a 3-foot map. So do you think either of these players are bluffing on the joust? You got to assume that Kester's up for the joust if he's deployed opposite. I think Akhtar's fine. Like, you got your network calculate. I think you're quite happy because you're trying to bring both the droid little groups together so you can share your calculates around.
That big open area that both these droids can come into and sort of pincer the FO. I mean, they're both good players, so they obviously know what they're doing. And they know what the lists can do. I'm not so sure I would have set up like that. I guess they have got the defense dice to kind of weather them, haven't they?
Who, the droids or the First Order?
The FO.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, that's what I found really strong with the Nala Swarm that obviously I've been flying is the TIE fighters. Like, you want to shoot my TIE fighters? Fine. I've got 3 green dice and a focus token, and I cost 25 points. It's like I'm not fussed. It's a bit like droids in a way. The droids are so cheap that you actually don't mind them being shot. It will be interesting to see if we see some Discord missiles come out, because that might force barrel rolls with the TIE fighters when Kester perhaps wouldn't want to. Jossie to just dislodge the.
I imagine he's going to try and get a Discord on whatever the bombers end up locking. Strip that shield off.
Yeah.
Make sure they're taking the crit. I think the biggest the biggest strength of the Discord missile is it's not necessarily getting it on; it's that threat.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Well, this is it. Like, forcing Hollow to barrel roll when he doesn't really want to could be big. Because I think
he does get a free barrel roll.
Is it a barrel roll? It's a target lock and
target lock or a barrel roll?
Oh, is it? Okay. So, but you look at where Hollow is currently. He's between the board edge and another ship, so you may not get much choice in that matter.
Just so you're aware, your hand is still the yellow colour, so if you start moving it around, they'll see it.
No. So I mean, although it's
just
orange,
so you're aware,
I tend to try and keep it down the bottom of the screen, so it's out the way. But it allows me to interact with the board if I need to from a judge point of view, or give him a poke like I want to now. Like, come on, only half an hour behind now.
To be fair, we have got someone from the Upside Down Lounge. You have to be a bit more forgiving with time scale.
Cool. So yeah, timer's started.
Yep.
Couple of seconds off, but not terrible. Yeah. So let's have a see.
Flip them all. It's got nice 3 straights. I'm assuming everything's doing that block. Yeah.
This is
calculates all around.
What, 5, 8, 9, 10. So if they go 5 forwards, they shouldn't be able to shoot in the first turn with the rule of 11. But we will see. So we've got some 4s and 5 forwards here. So probably setting up for the turn in next turn.
I think the Bombers 5 is stressful.
Okay, yeah. So they've just gone the 4 forwards.
If I remember, it's been a while since I've flown them.
And it's like Kester's gone for a conservative 2, which I don't think is terrible for Akhter. Hang on. Yeah, so we got the standard first turn action here.
Crew them all together and dump them on him.
Everybody target locks Hollow.
I did mention that when I was reading the list, actually.
Oh, just saw that. What's that error? That's not to do with Hollow, is it?
Seen an error.
Saw some error there pop up, so I wonder if something's not quite working. Pause their timer for a second.
Incentive for spawning a standard one. Oh, what a shame.
I know. Yeah, it's like something must have just bugged out with. So Kester loaded one model, but for some reason I couldn't see it properly. So looks like he's just had to just spawn the standard one. But we gave the nice shiny one a bit of a zoom in, so it's all good.
And I did get a chance to steal it, so there we go. Looks like we're back on the game. I love target locks.
Yeah, so for those who don't know, Hollow's pilot ability, I don't know if you discussed it at the start when you reviewed it.
I briefly went over it.
I'll zoom in here. So at the start of the engagement phase, you must transfer one of your tokens to another friendly ship at range 0 to 2. So what the first order player, like Kester, has done is take target locks with everybody. Then if you have to pass over a token, at least you can choose one of those target locks that doesn't matter. Normally you would pass over, say, a stress token or a deplete or strain or whatever, something that you don't really want to be on Hollow. I know I can hold over and hold alt and stuff, but with the overlay sometimes they get cropped over, and sometimes it's easy just to zoom around with the camera. Make you all sick at home as I'm flying around the board. this is it. We've got two swarms jousting each other, so I'm just trying to get a little bit of pace and movement going on.
I wonder who, because he's probably going to come in and take a lock on something with the bombers. I don't know if the orange bomber will be too far away. The bomber at the top, or is that the red one? I think that's the red bomber at the top. Yeah, because I think
even the bottom one might be too far away because I'm not sure if a
four straight, can't you?
Yeah, but then the TIE fighters might fly past your arc if you go straight. So and the droids don't tend to bank too well.
No, that's what I was thinking. I mean, I think they can do the two banks okay. I think all of them are stressful.
What if I actually just move the camera? I'll move the camera around to the other side of the board. Bit better there. We can actually see everything rather than stare at it from the far side of the board. And that's one thing we can't do when we get back to in-person gaming with the live streams is suddenly fly the webcam around the board. Maybe drones. That's what we need to speak to Colm about and invest in.
I'm not sure I want to win. Both these people have beat me. I've only played them both once.
I would say it's an exclusive club, but I don't think it is it?
No. Well, these two are actually good, unlike you. Say that, you've done quite well in lockdown, haven't you?
Yeah, it's great for me. Let's keep lockdown going, and X-Wing competitive play under lockdown. I've had my best run for whatever, really. I mean, obviously, once when I was working at Element, I didn't get to go to a lot of the big events. Mainly like UK System Open or whatever. And I don't think I had the regular practice where I'm getting a lot more regular practice at the moment. So.
I'm not. I'm not getting the regular practice.
I'm looking forward to the league kicking off again because I'm not really playing much in the week at the moment. I'm going to try and be a bit more try hard this time. Still experiment with lists, but maybe not quite so radical.
I don't think I played the game on stream that I wasn't prepared for, and I can't remember the game I played before that. It might have been that first round of the knockout was the last time I played.
Hmm.
And although I like watching on Tabletop Simulator, I find I can only just do one game a week. I don't enjoy it as much as real life.
Well, no, I mean, I think the social aspect of it's not quite there, is it?
Yeah. And I do like insulting people to face.
This is it. Like, I've played a couple of the events, and I think that's just more for the fact that being a single bloke, I don't have any other sort of pressures in my social calendar at the moment. Whilst we're under lockdown, it's sit on the sofa or sit at the PC. So it doesn't really matter too much. But yeah,
you could just mix them together.
Yeah. In the week though, I don't tend to play too many games in the week because obviously we tend to record the podcast one night, streaming one night, might be editing one night, and by the time I've spent a night also playing X-Wing, it's just like
And with me and X, obviously, we do the cast, we do this. It takes up quite a lot of your time, so not complaining. I really enjoy watching the games, to be honest.
No, I think it's been a nice break, and midweek as well has been quite nice. Sort of breaking up the working week, so I tend to try and peel away an hour early on a Wednesday, just to sort of have a bit of an extra hour break in the evening just to chill out and. But no, it's nice. It's sort of the evening goes quickly and decent break.
We're about to start some movement again.
Good. I was getting worried.
I've got one. Actor's got a couple of dials left to set.
I mean, it is probably quite a crucial turn, this, because this engagement will probably set the tempo of the rest of the game.
Yeah. I think they're both trying to guess. This is one of them's going to guess right.
That's generally how it works.
What I mean is, though, it's like it's going to take a big swing for them. One of them will guess right, and it'll be a big swing in their direction.
It's an interesting one. Like, I almost feel like the First Order don't want to get too close, and they probably want to engage at range 2 and 3, try and roll more green dice, and try and sort of weather the storm of all the little 2 red dice shots. As soon as you get range 1 and you start taking 3 red dice shots, that's where. I suppose they haven't got as many mods as the First Order, but the Separatists just wait to fire with all those shared calculates. Yeah, and there's a fair point in chat as well. You got the Discords to worry about as well. So 5 forwards with purple to start with, which is pretty good. So I think if Kester's done 2s, he'll be okay. 3s are probably still okay, but if he does a 4, okay. So we've got a barrel roll there, which is interesting. But what's yellow done then? I would have thought perhaps yellow would have gone first if you're going to barrel roll there.
So he's checking there for Revis.
Yeah.
It's out anyway.
So yeah, an enemy that gains a red token, isn't it?
Red or orange.
Okay, so yellow does fit. Nice. Ooh. Interesting. So is the bomber going to check for a target lock?
Don't think he'd bother, because he knows it from Revis. Maybe.
But Revis is only range 2 though, isn't he?
Yeah, but Revis has checked and is out.
Yeah, but he probably wasn't that far out. Revis is in the second rank.
Yeah, he's gone for it.
And there's at least another 2.5 base lengths for range 3. The red and green.
I think you take it on Muse.
I mean, green's not terrible, because if green's gone too quick, he might bump. But then interesting to know if he's range 1 if he bumps. But if because if he bumps, then, potentially no token. I can't imagine Kester's gone that quick. You've got to assume the droids, because the droids are moving first, you've got to assume that they're the ones that are going to go quick, and look for the blocks, because they can come in, with like full knowledge of where everything is, get their calculates, and not worry about bumping. Feel like we need to fill the gaps in the action with some. Yeah, we listen to test match commentary with the cricket. They'll be talking about cakes and all sorts. At this point.
You already had my steak chat early on. I haven't anymore. And you insulted me.
I didn't insult you.
Yeah, you said you were what you said now. I'm clearly very offended by it.
Yeah, that's it. It's
Hard decision, isn't it?
I think you go for green here, because although I suppose if you do it on Muse, then Muse can't afford to spend the focus on attack potentially, whereas you would shoot before green, and then maybe green knows then if you can.
Muse, yeah. I think I'd have gone for Muse.
It's worth more points, I guess, and also gets an advanced optics and a proud tradition, as well as also Muse's ability off the table. So let's see what the droids at the top of the screen are going to do now.
I think I'm going to bank 2 banks, probably. Cool. 3 hard. 3 hard at the front too.
I suppose
2
there is.
bank.
Oh yeah, 3 hard. Yeah. I suppose there's a real risk though. You could lose the hyena bomber before it gets to shoot, because both Hollow and Muse can shoot it.
I mean, you can spend the vultures calculates if need be.
If they're all focuses, yeah.
And, you know, they have got more hull. 5 hull.
It all depends how quickly Hollow's gone. Because if Hollow's gone very quickly, I mean, I don't suppose you could assume that the purple vulture was going to barrel roll inside. But Hollow could boost as well.
I think he's considering the barrel roll calculator here, isn't he?
Yeah, and I think that would be good because it would open up his arc. So if we go a bit more screen over the top, camera over the top, we just have a look at the what potentially we could get for the arcs if we were to do the barrel roll calculate. I think that would be a good one because you could barrel roll backwards as well. Really open up that arc. Even then, a barrel roll forwards and to the red playmat would be pretty good. I think that would get most of the stuff in arc. And even if he doesn't...
Barrel roll linked to calculate is a brilliant linked action for the vultures.
Yeah, yeah. The barrel rolled with pink, which I have a feeling was the wrong one.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, so you moved drone 3 and then barrel rolled with drone 5, which, yeah. And this is it. You can afford to take the stress in the calculate here.
Don't think it's buffering. Which final position he wants.
Yeah, so he went forwards, and now he's gone backwards by it seems.
No, linked it. Unless he's said he's going to link it.
I thought, I mean, surely you do link him here, because you're far enough away that you can just do a little boost straight or whatever next turn, or... In pink, I think you definitely do the calculate, because then you could potentially network calculate with... Yeah,
I think he's done it. He's just...
I think it needs stress, doesn't it, on pink and blue? Yeah, he's reaching for those now. Okay, so I think he's got some decent range 1 bubbles there for his network calculate. Pink's got potential of being able to share with about 3 to 4, I reckon.
2 forward.
Yeah, I don't
Focusing
think.
up.
Yeah, I don't think 2 forward's too controversial. 3 forward probably would have fitted as well. Not for purple.
Interested
Purple
to see what Hollow and Muse do.
Yeah.
Follow suit. Hollow's taking a plasma top there, isn't he?
Yep. Okay, so Hollow's just coming in behind. So I suspect... Is that a deplete, isn't it? Target lock. Yeah, target lock to take a deplete. I think possibly then you want to try and take a vulture off the board before it gets to shoot, maybe. Yeah.
And then he's probably just going to focus.
Well, yeah, because he's target locked that one. If you target locked the bomber, then maybe you'd do the boosters action. But I think, yeah, focus there. Makes sense.
Took the wrong one. Oh. He's done Reva's ability.
Yeah, so the Vulture gained a red target lock, which meant the Reavers could then take a target lock on purple as well. Looks like
he's sending a Discord out.
Yeah.
Surprised Hollow's not focused as well. Maybe he's passed it somewhere else.
No, Hollow has focus. It's on the front of his base.
Hollow.
So yeah, it looks like a few of the focus tokens got fired around there. So Discord has been fired off green.
I think he's going to take the plasma top as well, isn't he, on that one?
Yeah, that's it. Strip the shield.
Yellow as well. Yeah.
Yep. Oh God. Can he place it on the front? I don't know. Yeah, I think he can just do it. So if he clicks attach, it should just link. Nice. What's the other one? Blue's the other one. Oh yeah, blue could potentially fire as well.
He is doing, I think. He's spent his calculator. Yeah, he's moving it.
Yeah, I'm just going to move those out the way a little bit. This is it, because Tabletop Simulator is essentially a physics engine.
Yeah.
Now, this won't be able to get placed, I don't think, so this will end up doing the automatic damage.
Obviously, it's going to try, see that. No, it fits.
Oh, nice, yeah. Right, is all the Discords out, but that's not terrible, because that'll be a fair few shields will get stripped, so you may end up
and next turn, they have to get rid of them, don't they? I mean, he can waste a shot shooting them off if he wanted, but I can't imagine he will.
Yeah, I think all their tokens are there. That's a nice set of Discords coming out there.
Yeah, that's you couldn't have asked for a better one there, really.
So, working out who to pass the deplete over. I mean, surely it's green or red. You don't want to give it to. I want to give it to Revis because Revis got a target lock. Okay, so he's giving it to blue by it sings. So we actually have some shooting 20 minutes into the game when it was a joust. So Hollow into the purple droid. One hit, probably going to spend the lock. Or 2 hits and a crit.
Yeah.
So crit is definitely landing because they've only got 2 agility. Well, guess you have to spend the calculate here because Muse could PS kill it.
So he spent his calculator.
Yeah, so taking a crit on purple. So, and the crit is that direct hit? No.
Correct.
Yeah, it is. Wow.
That's not what we want.
Well, this is it. So Muse now is going to try and take a range 1 shot. So we're trying to PS kill this droid, which I think you spend the focus here and hope you can PS kill it. I mean, you may end up losing Muse, I guess. But it is 1 less gun off the table. Yep. So just dead because there is 1 eyeball there, but
it's not worth spending.
Oh no, absolutely not. Yes, Hollow did pass the deplete to blue, I believe.
Yes, it's on blue.
So, 1 20-point drone down. 180 odd points left to go.
Going to be some interesting.
Oh, Plasma Torp.
Yeah. It's going to be an interesting second turn, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we'll have to wait and see what's left.
Yeah.
So, we are spending a Plasma Torp charge. Why would you not?
No.
So, if the Plasma Torp hits, Muse will automatically lose a shield, and then damage is resolved as normal. Oh, and with 2 hits and a crit, the opening shot,
It's got no mods.
and a blank out from Muse. That's a dead Muse, because that's the shield gone, and then hit, crit, lands on the... Wow.
So fair.
I know I said that I think he was going to lose Muse, but I didn't expect him to get one shot by a Plasma Torp.
No.
That's horrendous. Wow. Well, at least there's one Discord that's not going to be nibbling on a TIE fighter at the end, at Initiative 0.
Yeah. That's ruined Actor's firing plan.
Yeah, I mean, well,
I'm sure he's okay about it.
yeah, I think you'll take it, won't you?
Yeah. So I guess you try and strip Green's shield here now.
I think so, because you want to try and push through, don't you? With the Discord, and then potentially like purple and green. You perhaps just want to try and strip the shields here. You're not fussed about focus fire necessarily, and just let the Discords potentially at the end of the turn. But yellow and blue TIE fighters could just choose to shoot Discord buzz droids as opposed to droids. So it looks like
is that a bad thing for him? He's probably not bothered if you decide to shoot him.
Probably not, but as Kester would have to fly over them next turn, I think it might be worthwhile. Wow, Kester's defense dice are not playing ball here. So 1 hit at range 3 and no evades. So I think that's the shield off on purple.
Yeah, shield's gone.
So orange bomber into purple as well. Wow, 2 hits. Plenty of evades. Not worried about that
evades
one.
on there somewhere.
Probably going to take a range 2 shot, I imagine. Yeah, range 2 into purple. Oh, double crit. Spins the focus, no damage. Actor's not going to be complaining about his dice at the end of this game, I don't think. So, range 1 shot here from pink. Is he shooting green or purple? I think he's shooting green. Nope, purple.
Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense, I calculate.
Probably choose violence.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably choose violence at this point. You've taken one of the TIE fighters off, so you want to try and push more damage through, but there's like 2 evades, so Kester survives that. I think we've got
2 shots left.
Yeah, green and yellow, yeah. So do you try and strip the shield off the green TIE fighter here?
I think so, because then you're forcing Kester-san to either take the crit or decide to waste shots trying to shoot the discards off.
You say waste, but I mean, I still think it's worthwhile because you're going to have to fly with the buzz droids next turn anyway, so you're likely taking them with you. Oh, 2 hits, nice. I think this is range 2. 1 evade, so that is going to be half points on purple.
I think he's probably going to just go into purple again and try and force that death.
This is it. If you can get purple down to one hit point, one hull, then that Discord will definitely kill it unless Kester kills the buzz droid. And I think at that point, Kester probably does shoot the buzz droid.
Yeah.
So one hit, one blank. And we got the evades. So 2 hull left on purple, but is going to take a crit. Now maybe blue. If blue's only got a range 1 shot into the buzz droids. I think it has got pink, but... No, it definitely has got pink. Oh, that's unfortunate. No range 1 shots there. So shooting into yellow. 2 hits, nice. And rolls the green dice. And gets 1 evade. So damage card onto yellow.
Is obviously also chosen violence.
So purple TIE Fighter next. Taking range 2 into yellow again. 1 hit. Obviously trying to focus fire. 1 evade.
Let's see what he does here. Yeah, he's gone against the buzz droids.
And it is a tough one because, like, the problem is I don't think he's close enough to killing any more droids at the moment. But I think by shooting the buzz droids, I mean, only 1 hit, unfortunately. He was depleted. But no evade, so it does die.
I mean, I don't think he minds that so much.
To Akhter.
Yeah.
No, but I think for Kester, I think it is worthwhile to do it. Like, not taking the crits is always a good idea. Now, he is shooting yellow this time, so green's going to take it on the shield, which is fine.
Ooh, hit crit.
Yep. Right. No network calculates close enough, but does roll an evade,
Just
so
take
it is
the crit.
fairly wordy.
Stunned pilot.
A stunned pilot.
Yeah. Just while they set down, I'm just going to nip off for a second.
Okay. Okie dokie. So, yeah, it took us about half an hour to get to the end of the first engagement. So, green has lost its shield after the buzz droids have chewed on it. Score is Kester's on 32 and Akhter is on 49. I think certainly Akhter would probably be the happiest after that engagement. That 1 shot with the plasma torp was pretty horrendous into Muse. And now we'll have to see what positioning Kester goes for here. Because the droids could sort of almost slow roll forwards. Certainly cream, orange, green, the red bomber. Quite happy just to crawl forward here and potentially just calculate. Blue, pink, yellow might do some K-turns or talons just to sort of get some blocks in. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think that's exactly it. The 1Ks and sort of the 2 talons, I think, that the droids can do. Get some face in the way that the FOs are probably going. Does run the risk that perhaps blue, yellow do a sort of self bump into green and purple and then get range 1 shots, but they would be tokenless. And you do have the potential here for the orange bomber just to roll forward, take a target lock into something, and you know, another plasma torp comes out. And you can be pretty much guaranteed that Hollow's probably going to go straight forwards here. Possibly does the K-turn. Might get behind. But I think you only try that if you think you can get a TIE fighter close enough to be able to pass the stress off. Although, I guess he can still do Proud Tradition, can't he, whilst he's stressed?
Yeah.
Um,
But how was that yellow TIE Fighter looking for the buzz droid? I think it should be able to go. Yeah, it can go straight. It's no problem.
Hmm?
Actually, he's very locked into his move.
Yeah, I mean that's
He
it.
hasn't got much choice.
Well, so blue and yellow could self bump into purple and green to stay where they are, pretty much. Just do a hard one, left or right, just to sort of essentially just move forward a little bit. But I think purple and green. I think green pretty much is taking that buzz droid with him.
Oh yeah, there's no way he can get around that.
Unless he goes 5 forwards and barrel rolls.
Yeah. But again, I don't think Actor minds if he does that, because it's just another ship out of the game for a while.
Yeah, and absolutely disengaging. We might see some shenanigans from Akhter, because if he lands on the buzz droids, then they have to relocate, don't they? And then he sort of does automatic damage, because if he was just to like land on the one that's attached to green, it can't relocate to the rear, so it does the damage, doesn't it?
He can. I think he can land on them. It's when they relocate that happens. So you ignore your own buzz droids.
I thought they relocated whenever a ship moved over them.
No, only an enemy ship.
The droids can be sat on top of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not when they're placed though.
No,
if you try and place them, they have to fit. It's just they can move onto them, and that's not a problem.
No, I know they don't attack the droids when you move through them, or they don't attach. I meant. God.
It's just when an enemy ship moves through or overlaps.
It'd be interesting to see that. I mean, so I've played Malorus Swarm into Droid Swarms, and I think Malorus Swarm wins. I mean, I have beaten several Droid Swarms. It's just that consistent, that re-roll in the blank, and you saw it in Kester's dice. You know, there were a few blanks there, and just not able to push some damage through where perhaps Malorus Swarm would be able to. And the best thing about the Droid Swarm is the Gideon bonus as well, because it's quite easy to get the damage card on to then trigger Gideon's ability. Essentially rolling 2 or 3 red dice at range, rolling 3 red dice at range 2 and 3.
What do you think the stress ships are going to do?
Just go forwards. Like blue.
No, I mean, do you think they're going to move the stress ships first to recalculate batteries, or move your other ships first?
It could be. I mean, like pink could almost just go like 3 forwards and just be a pain. Like of the where is it?
Which ones?
So the vultures. So they've got the 2 talons. So I
Got
wonder
little
if
1Ks as well, haven't they?
Yeah, but I wonder if yellow does a 2 talon towards hollow. Because you're either going to block hollow, or you're going to then have a shot at hollow.
Yeah.
Because hollow will just fly over the top.
And they do clear stress relatively well, the droids.
Yeah. So they got the 2, 3, and 4 forwards, and the hard 2s.
Excuse me.
The Techno Union bombers have got 2 Ks and 2 talons, and then they've got again the 2 and 3 forwards and the hard 2s as 2s. I mean, this could be an interesting turn. Because Kester desperately needs to kill a couple of droids this turn. So, is that going to be a reload for red? Okay.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense if you're just getting in the way.
So I think the reload token was a mistake. Work out what he was doing. Okay, so he's
Taking the lock.
taking a lock on Hollow.
Yeah. It means he can do the turnaround next turn, doesn't it?
Yeah. Think.
You called the 3 straight though.
Press.
Buzz dried. Okay, he's bumped. Put 2 forward there.
Okay, interesting. So he got a hard turn here with the green. So I wonder if that is. Okay, so he's gone for a bit of a blocking position, but I wonder if he thinks that perhaps purple and blue might try and turn away.
He's just covering all the bases, isn't he?
Yeah.
See what happens then next turn.
Also, it's a calculate, isn't it, for orange? So orange is probably going to do a target lock here. Guess. Do you target lock Revis maybe? Most likely. No. You could go for Hollow, but surely Hollow's just going to go straight forwards. Potentially, like try and boost or
The
barrel.
thing is, for Hollow, we can always pass it off when needs be. You know, if you're going to get shot, you just pass it off.
Yeah, I guess so.
But then if there's 2 locks on him, it's no good unless they're both pointing at him.
So yeah, we're locking Revis here. And Creamer's bumped. Okay, Kester, let's see what you've got. Oof. The purple's charged forward and bumped.
Tried to do the... Was it for... 4K turn?
Yeah.
So
So
he takes
green,
the Buzz droids with him.
Yep.
Back on the front again, I imagine.
Oh yeah, I do think there's space, but why would you not? Because you have to fly through it next turn. So I guess unless green barrel rolls here. There might be just enough space to barrel roll to the right. You're probably getting shot range 1 by all those ships anyway, so you don't really give up anything.
Nice.
Blue can focus. Yeah. And Revis is bumped. And yeah, K-turn with Hollow, which kind of suspected would happen. So focus with Proud Tradition. So damage. So yellow is damage. Yellow's on 1 health. Passing the stress off to Revis. You go range 1 into pink. Pink's probably not shooting unless he's just got Hollow and Arc.
I guess you're trying to get him to spend that token. See, he's shooting the bomber just because they're more points.
Yeah, and I suppose it has got the target lock on him, and I don't know.
They are you big.
So he's going for yellows.
Damage, aren't they?
They're going for yellows. Get the droids off the board.
My goodness.
Got nothing as he blanked out there.
Yeah,
wow.
blanked.
Yikes. Let me see if I can get their dice in shot as well with the combat. So this is the big thing now. He's lost Muse, so that's the other.
Oh, he's spent optics for 1.
Okay. Ooh. What happened there?
Was that you?
I don't think so.
In which case, sounds about. It's about it.
Yeah. That seems quite brave to spend the focus there. I mean, he probably isn't getting a shot by a lot. But you could almost like blue certainly has got a range 2 shot with a calculator into hollow if it wants it. So what's it? Orange into Revis.
Plasma top there.
Yeah. Don't do the same again, Akhter. Bad man.
I wasn't expecting that.
Hits, but can spend the target lock. So gonna keep one because he's got 2 calculates there. Oh no, you can only use one, can't you? So spends a calculate to get 2 probably.
Yeah.
I think it's worthwhile because if it hits, which it does because there's no focus token there, and then 2 damage. So Revis is on 1 hull. Yeah, these plasma torps are really brutal against the TFOs.
I mean, imagine he's going to pile in now on Revis.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, possibly might have left blue to the last shot, but I don't know. I think it was, well, okay, spend it for 3. Yeah, I suppose you spend it.
You want to try and kill it, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this is looking pretty dire for Kester now. I mean, Revis will get to shoot before it dies, because it's all at initiative 1. What we got? Green, blue, purple, white of a shot. Yeah, he's got 2 TIE fighters to shoot next. Once we've done the last of these droids, I don't think... Yeah, so I think it's probably just cream, isn't it?
He's got a range 1. You probably shoot the one without a token.
Yeah, green with no token and has lost a shield. Or purple, actually. Purple's always taken 1 damage.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, he's going for green. Guess there's every chance you push some sort of crit through, perhaps. So, no calculates, I don't think. So, just a crit. 1 evade, so no crit getting pushed through. Let's see a bit of revenge from Kester.
I've noticed that Akhter's willing to spend his calculators on offense.
Yeah, no, it's interesting.
He's not worried about holding on to them. He just wants to smash some damage for him. Well,
he's got the momentum, hasn't he? He is in the driving seat in the sort of the damage race.
I think those 3 discards were just perfect.
Yeah. And Kester's dice are just not quite pushing through the damage, unfortunately. So what's that? 1 damage on green?
Yep.
It's a shame, isn't it?
Green.
Choice, yeah, range 2 shot. Green. Ben's focus for 2. No wiggles, that's a dead droid. And Revis, before he dies. Taking damage. Getting pink, okay. 1 crit, no focus tokens.
Yes, I'm just saying that's what I'd do. Crit.
Double evade. Wow. Okay, so let's just make sure the overlay is looking good.
So I imagine Akhter's going to K-turn his bomber. His red one.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess Hollow has to go forward again.
Yeah.
I would assume that he plans on firing that bomber's target lock off to something else.
Assuming there's a TIE fighter close enough.
Yeah. I mean, he gets to pick the dial, so I'm hoping he picks something along them lines.
Yeah, but you might be restricted to a hard one with blue towards Hollow to try and avoid that vulture. Sorry, that buzz droid.
Well, a hard one's a very close manoeuvre, isn't it?
Yeah, well, but this is it though. You might be very limited to try and keep that blue TIE fighter close enough to Hollow that it can move that target lock over.
I mean, blue can.
I mean,
he's still got his shield, so,
so
he can take the buzz droid if worse comes to worse.
Yeah, there is only 20 points difference, so it is very close. That is one vulture.
Yeah.
So potentially Hollow, if Hollow can start doing some good work here. Problem is Hollow could take 1 or 2 plasma torps.
I think if he can get the second lock on him and get both of them to point at Hollow, it'll be a sad Hollow. If just one of them's pointing at him, it won't matter. He'll just throw that lock away.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm unsure what moves the rest of the droids are going to do, though.
well, purple's a bit restricted as well. The purple TIE fighter, it's stressed, so it's probably going to have to do a blue hard 2 one way or the other. Possibly a 2 bank to clear that stress. The green TIE could sloop. I mean, green and blue could both sloop almost over the top of the orange bomber. Don't think Hollow can go. I think if Hollow goes very straight, yeah, he would definitely bump red. But red's going to do what, a 2k, so there'd be 3 there. So Hollow could almost go 5 forwards there.
I imagine he wants to get out.
Yeah, but so you've either got to do a very slow turn or a very fast forward move there.
I wonder if he'll turn the bomb around, but use the little yellow vulture as just a focus battery for the bomb.
Yeah. No, I mean that's what's good about them. Like
Yeah.
that vulture there could just almost just go straight forward and just do a calculate. The yellow drone is the stunned one, so he's got 1 hole left.
There's nothing stopping the pink one just hard one after the bomber's K-turned and calculating there.
Yeah,
possibly a bit.
This is it though. Which way does the pink one go? Because this will be the sort of the bluff double bluff. Does Kester go very quick or does Kester go slow? And if the pink gets the wrong direction, then maybe the block gets missed, and then Hollow's only chucking 4 red dice with a target lock, possibly target lock focus. I assume Hollow passed over the stress, didn't he? Yeah, I can't see on his face.
I do remember him moving something, I just can't remember what. Actor's dials are set.
Yeah, so Hollow can do hard 1.
We'll just set. I think the set. We're probably going to start seeing a bit of movement in a minute. Yep, they flip the dials. Yep, so we've got the K-turn from the bomber.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think we all saw that one coming.
Absolutely, I think that's the right call, because if Hollow doesn't get close, then that's going to be a plasma torp. So pink has come in to probably block the hard 1, or possibly I think at 2 forward it'll jump over the top way. So
yeah,
yellow is turned in and likely just calculate, although may calculate into a barrel roll. Positionally, it's not in a bad place. I think it's okay. Orange Bomber has done a hard turn.
Lot.
You'd imagine so.
You might as well.
Either that or you calculate because you think that you may be at range 1. Or do you?
Lock it.
Worst case, you got it for your future turn, I guess. Looks like all the droids are going in on Hollow, which I think is a good choice. Cream bumps at the back. So yeah, purple disengages, clears the stress.
Excuse me.
Can do a focus, I guess. So he wants to do a barrel. Not sure if there's an action.
If he's got the target lock already.
Has he taken the target lock? Possibly set himself up for future turns, I guess, because these TIE fighters are now going to have to do some work. So we have got the sloop from green. Fits nicely.
Right.
And K-turn from blue.
Someone's calculating, I think.
Yeah. Or
Hollow bumped.
Yeah, hollow bumped. Was that blue's calculate?
Yeah. So he's moved the stress droids target lock.
Yeah. The
So
red
no
one.
plasma top. Makes sense.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Because like with no tokens, you can't risk it because the automatic shield, I guess. So hollow.
So Hollow is shooting. Maybe the yellow one, because he could probably kill yellow. No, go for the blue. Nice range 1 shot.
Yeah, I guess if you're rolling on modded, you may as well roll as many red dice as you can. 3 hits while it sings. Only 2 green dice, so we do need to see some paint here. No paint, so that's a dead droid. That could be big in the course of the game.
Yeah, because that's taking out a calculator there.
Taking out a calculator, it's also going to take out something that could potentially shoot hollow. And funnily enough, Kester is now in the lead. Because that was a 24.1, because it had the Discord.
Yeah.
So
Looks like it's taking the range 1 into Hollow here.
Yeah. I mean, Hollow's only going to get shot by 2 things. One of which... Oh, sorry, 3 things. This range 1 shot has got a target lock. So 2 hits. Guess you spend it with Hollow without a token.
It would. Yeah, he spent it.
3 hits. You see some natties from Kester. Oh, 2's decent.
Yeah.
Take that. Red.
It's a back droid as well.
Yeah, range 3. So no plasma torp. So just primary. So what's that? 2 red into. Oh, not gonna matter.
Like the dice have turned around this turn, haven't they?
I was just thinking as well, you passed that target lock to blue. It was a good job blue wasn't in range for red. So, 1 damage.
Oh no, sorry, it was 2. So that's half points on Hollow, isn't it?
don't know what they're checking. Or is that a target lock? No.
Maybe there was only the 2 dice. That other one was from another turn.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, because it should have been 2, not 3 dice.
And then he rolled double eyeballs, which didn't matter. Cool.
Now Kester's return shots. I mean, it depends if he can wipe some more droids out, doesn't it?
So it's just checking what is range 1, I guess. Just seeing if he can spend calculates to... I think after all that, it doesn't matter.
No.
So, have we got Cream to shoot and then I think TIE Fighters? This is a pretty decent turn for Kester. Okay, probably take range 1 shot here because I imagine Green will be able to shoot the same target. And again, may as well roll the most red dice you can into it without any tokens. So 1 crit. 1 evade.
Evade.
What's that? 2 hits and a crit?
Ooh. Taking a crit.
He's taking a hit crit.
Hit crit.
There's into Cream, which I don't think's taken any damage yet. Put on.
Trip.
Oh, right. I thought he was putting it back on. Crit.
Panic pilot.
Panicked.
Yeah. Tell you which Revis was still alive, he could have got a free lock there.
So, right. Well, Kester is pulled in front now.
Everything came up Kester that turn.
So, with less than 50 minutes left of the game, Kester's on 90 and Akhter is on 76. Make sure I've got all the damage marked correctly. So, both bombers are untouched. The blue and green are dead. Yellow is on 1 hole. Cream is on 1 hole, or white is on 1 hole. And then I think pink is untouched. Yep, and purple is dead. It looks about right there. And then we've got a shield off hollow. Muse is certainly dead. Revis is very dead. Green has lost a shield, and purple has taken a damage. Yeah, looks pretty much spot on. So yeah, this game is very much in the balance. I think certainly the first turn or two was very weighted towards Akhter. You might have a decent turn here for the first order because I think blue and green are in fairly decent positions.
Yeah, I was just sort of trying to figure out if the moves.
Funnily enough now,
Shimming.
though, Hollow is at a slight angle, so I think if he was to K-turn there, I think he would probably go through those buzz droids. So yeah, it'd be very interesting to see. I mean, blue and green can just go like a 2 forward. Green may do a 2 bank just to try and avoid the buzz droids. Purple probably does a sloop. Just to try and stay fairly close.
Purple has now got the cream droid locked as well.
Okay, yeah. Decent.
Not that I imagine it'll be able to be used this turn.
Yeah,
We'll see.
So Red Bomber probably wants to do what? The 2 forward, clear the stress, and do a target lock. Yellow, probably hard turn towards Hollow. Calculate.
I was just thinking though, the problem is if Hollow lands in such a way that the buzz droids can't be placed, it's possibly kill Yellow as well. So I think the ship that's stopping it being placed also suffers, I think. Can we please? Yeah, you and... Oh, no, sorry. Ignore me. That's not true. If it can't be placed...
Spouting lies.
Yeah, I read it wrong. The buzz droid takes damage and dies, doesn't it? As well as doing the damage to someone else.
So thanks for everybody that's watching and sticking with us. It's a very close game. Obviously a bit on the slow side, but obviously lots of manoeuvres and lots of planning to be had. The games will be saved on our Twitch channel and be available to watch the next week or two. And then Ben will get round to uploading them to our YouTube channel. So if you haven't done already, please give us a follow on Twitch and don't forget to subscribe to us on YouTube. We will hopefully have the final streaming next Wednesday, and we might have some filler where Ian can try not to fly too badly. And I think then we might be having a little break. I mean, the legal startup, I suppose. Will be what, second week in December at that.
We have got the thing with the Firestorm boys coming up, though, haven't we?
Oh yeah, I don't think that's actually been announced yet, but yeah, the Firestorm Firecast have basically challenged myself, Rich, Polly, and Ben to an evening of gaming, which I think is going to happen on December the 4th. So we should have at least 2 or 3 games happening on the Firestorm Squadron Firecast channel. So yeah, 3 of us playing 3 of them, and we'll just be sort of just chilling, chatting, playing some games. Hopefully winning for the Sith takers. I mean, I'm going to win. I'm just hoping you two can bring your A game. Do you know what you're going to fly?
No.
You want to fly First Order?
I don't mind. You know me, I'll throw anything down. I don't mind.
I mean, I don't mind flying something else. Also, I've flown a lot of First Order recently.
I like us slip and change between everything anyway.
We know what Rich likes. He'll be flying Venny.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing I asked for is I wanted to fly against Nick, because I've never played against Nick. And I've played Dom and Phil before.
Did I tell you I played against a Star Fortress at the team event last weekend?
Oh,
I played against the Finch Darlow, which every time using Paige's ability, and the Finch's ability is whenever it drops a bomb, it can place it touching Finch.
Anywhere.
Yeah, and then using Paige's ability, every time they did a primary attack, could drop a bomb, and when you destroy, could drop a bomb. I basically took out Finch in, I wouldn't say 1 round of shooting, but practically 1 round of shooting. And he ended up dropping 3 concussion bombs on top of each other. And I had to do a bit of self-bumping and stuff. But basically, one of my TIE SFs just sailed forwards, and despite having 3 shields, just died. 3 face-down damage cards going straight onto the hull. But he had to disengage Poe, because Poe would have potentially taken some as well.
So his bomber has bumped into his own ship, and then he's hard turned. He's pink, and yellow vultures just turned in.
No, I didn't flip the concussion bombs. I took all 3 strains and died like a man. So yeah, probably just trying to kill box Hollow here. So we'll see if Hollow's done a fast hard turn or bank. Because I mean, I guess a 3 bank would work here. Yes, it would clip the buzz droids, but he'd probably be able to just boost barrel roll away from it. So or just barrel roll away from it.
Well, you have to barrel roll boost.
Yeah, but as soon as you barrel roll, though, you move away from the buzz droids anyway.
Yeah.
Right, so I think we're over to Kester's First Order. See where they all fly off to. So yeah, it was the 3 forwards were the blue. Here's a stress. May have a shot into the red bomber. Very close.
That's all I can really see. Oh, I don't know actually.
Oh yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, back corner. It'd be like range 2, but I think there's that.
Is it out?
Green's 2 bank and bumped, and actually flown over the top of Cream, which not terrible for Kester actually. I think Green might be able to shoot the red bomber as well, and Purple's just turned around. Focus, yeah, that's what I
Sure about that, shooting the bomb, you know.
Ooh, what's that? Hard 3. Doesn't bump, doesn't hit a buzz droid.
I wonder if he'll just focus, let barrel roll out of everything, and then focus, and maybe pass the focus onto the green.
But yeah, barrel roll right, boost left.
Taking a strain.
Definitely barrel rolls, because then he doesn't get shot. And taking an evade. Okay, so he's, I think nothing's shooting us. I assume he's going to pass the evade over. Yeah, so he's changing the token because he thought about that. Yeah, so he's passing the focus over now.
Hollow.
No shots.
It's all the little vultures and bombers now to see what they've got.
So pink shooting first. Probably takes green or blue. Green's got no shield, so that seems like the obvious target. Certainly got one calculate. Might be able to network calculate onto yellow, I guess. This seems like a pretty decent position for Kester for next turn.
Yeah.
Blue and green are probably could sloop away.
Purple can turn in.
Yeah. And Hollow can probably turn in, or K turn.
Go. Okay.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
shooting
into
green.
the green.
Yeah. So hit crit.
Oh. Spicy roll.
Spend the focus for 2 evades. Everyone is happy. No shots from the red bomber. Orange bomber's facing the board edge. I don't think the yellow's got anything in arc, so that's probably it for the droids, unless Cream can shoot purple, I guess. Nope. Oh dear, Akhter. This is running out shots. Oh, and actually blue was just out.
Told you.
It was close.
I have a god, mate.
No
nothing,
focus
because he had to spend it.
I think Kester's okay with that. You know, not taking any damage is important. So it's still 90 to 76 to Kester. Just over 3 minutes left in the game now. But I think positioning this is a nice turn for Kester, because I think the orange bomber can only do 2 Talon and 2 K, so it can't do anything with those there. So that's going to be a hard turn. The cream Vulture droid is stressed, so can only really do a hard turn. Hard blue 2. Clear the stress, do a calculate.
Yeah. It's hard for him because a lot of his moves are blocked now, aren't they?
Yeah.
Moving first.
This is it. Potentially red and yellow. The red bomber, yellow droid can turn nicely towards the first order, do some calculates or target locks. I guess the orange bomber probably turns into roughly where the yellow vulture is and just calculates. It depends. what
Or
order
the other way, I
yeah,
guess.
yeah, I think you probably have to turn it the other way and calculate, don't you? It's a bit awkward for space.
Be right back.
Okay. I suspect this will be the last turn of the game. We've got about 1 minute 40 odd seconds left in the game. And then we'll find out who is joining Brendan in the final. Yeah. Been another decent Knock the Sith Out event. So for those who are not sure what this is our sort of interleague season event that we put on, and it's just a pure knockout event. Almost like just a big massive cut event. So all these players that have got to the semi-finals have gone unbeaten. We started, I think, I'm not sure, about 80 odd players. It was quite a few, 80 to 100 players, I think. And yeah, we'll have the final next week. Still pretty close though, because half a TIE fighter is 13. Yeah, so if one half a TIE fighter goes, that puts Kester only 1 point in front. He's probably got to kill TIE fighter to win, assuming he doesn't give up any more points. And there's a couple of droids out there. I think they were just on one hull.
That was in there.
Yeah, so that's time, I believe, in the game. Just check the game clock has also gone. Yep. So it looks like last turn.
So just win. Hard for him to get all his guns on target.
You talking to me or somebody else?
Yeah.
Me?
So how many points does he need to get to win?
Sorry, you sound really quiet. I don't know if you're obviously really far away from your mic.
Is that better?
No, not really. Unless I say turn myself down or something. Try now.
Better.
Hello?
Gone all quiet?
No, you're right now. It sounded like you were just standing on the other side of the room.
No. I mean, I'm plugged into my phone anyway.
Okay, yeah.
God knows. I mean, he could definitely half point at least one of his TIE fighters there.
Yeah, I mean... one damage card on green gets him half points. He has to do 2, doesn't he? Or kill one.
Oh, is it? That's what I was asking before.
Ian reckons you need to leave the Discord and rejoin.
Okay.
I think Ben's actually buying himself a proper mic like I've got, so hopefully we'll be able to hear his lovely voice next week. Alright, try speaking now. No, you still sound really distant. Almost like it's on like normal phone, not speaker.
Any better?
Right, try a bit more.
Any better?
No, I don't know, man. You sound really quiet. Like little Ben sat in a hole somewhere. can't even give me any quick remarks back because no one can hear him.
Yeah, no one can hear what I'm saying anyway. We're doing.
What?
Maybe this episode.
Can't hear you at all now.
Is that better?
That's better.
Cool. The switch had moved a little bit.
I was just saying though, obviously if we get this new mic, I think everything will be a bit better.
Yeah, I have ordered it.
I've got one of these little shields for it as well. I don't know if that makes any difference. Also, once you get yours, we can see if it's quite cheap, little elastic, little pop filter they call it.
Yeah.
But I'm quite impressed by the mic. The quality of it's decent and not particularly expensive as well.
If you're bargain unlike me.
Yeah, get it in a nice metallic pink. I mean, to be honest, I wouldn't mind getting it in that colour for half price.
I know. They haven't even set dials, have they?
Come on, guys.
They've started moving, I think.
Yeah. Akhtar's definitely bumped with a ship. I'm pretty tired.
As well.
Sorry, go on.
No, you go yourself. It's
I was
fine.
going to say, I'm pretty tired, so I'm very aware of how slow the game is at the moment. Because I'm like, oh, come on. The worst thing now is because the time's up as well. Like neither player is rushing too much. I can only hope that Kester may rush because if he's got work tomorrow, maybe he wants to get off as well.
I think isn't Kester his own boss though? I think he owns some sort of shop. I think, if I remember rightly.
All right, he might give himself the morning off.
Well, he might not be open right now.
Oh no, fair one.
I've been up since 4 o'clock. I woke up ridiculously early.
You know, I'm on call at the moment. I got phoned last night at 20 to midnight by one of the contractors to tell me everything was okay. I don't think I swore because I was in the middle of a really vivid dream and I was just like a bit freaked out by the phone call. And he was just like, yeah, just to let you know, it had dropped down, but everything's fine now. And I'm like, okay, thanks. I'll go back to bed now.
It looks like he's disengaging with his ship and just evading. They're probably both well aware of the points.
Yeah, that's it. And I suppose if there's no good shot on for green, like he could have slooped, but is it worth being stressed and not having the tokens? Yeah, he's disengaged with Hollow as well. Barrel roll boost into the corner.
Yeah, he's not that buff.
You might get shot by Pink, but Pink's got to do a lot. Got to drop a shield to get half points. But I mean, that could be crucial if he gets the half points.
But he only needs to do one shield on him to get half points.
Yeah, no, absolutely, and then that is potentially going to give. What's that? 30 points. That would probably give Akhtar the game if he did it.
But he does have to be quite careful.
So there's no Trade Federation target locks, no Separatist target locks, so he doesn't have to worry too much. But he has taken the barrel roll.
Must be boosting as well now. Because he's at the moment he's range 1 in that bomber.
Does he take another deplete there, or was it a blue?
I don't know what he did.
I
think he must have done a blue.
He did a 1 turn, didn't he?
I think the one hard's red, blue, if I remember rightly.
I think it is.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Just got range 3 there from the bomber.
So we'll see how hot the dice are. So what, green 1 damage card gives up half points.
So it's a worth shot.
1 point. So half points on this ship would put Akhtar 1 point behind. So you'd still need to find another point at least from somewhere. And I guess blue. Take
it's firing his top.
Oh, he's got the target lock there, is he? Oh, interesting.
I think it's
2 hits.
I think he's going to try and spend that calculate on the yellow, maybe.
Yeah, I think so, because yellow can probably still network coordinate off the bomber. Not a evade token.
That's what he's looking at now. I think you might as well, because you can get the half points there if you do. Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
and
gonna
even
lock us
then,
in there.
it's not even just the half points. If he does 3 hits here, there's every chance he could kill him. Oh, no, he can't. Not with this, because he's got the evade token. Would seriously maul him. Don't think really anybody else can shoot him, though. So maybe that's what he's thinking. Maybe he just thinks all he's going to get is 1 damage. All he can hope for is half points. I mean.
Yeah, fair.
And
Maybe just spend the lock and chance it.
Because this is the issue with yellow. If he rolled double eyeballs, for example, he needs to have a calculator himself to be able to modify both of them.
Yeah. But this last turn really does matter, because you need to figure out what you're doing.
Hmm? You see Kester's hand is whizzing around the board. So I think, yeah, essentially he needs to get half on green and half on blue.
Yeah, he's probably working it out now and just figuring out what he needs to do.
Green half on blue would give him 26 points, which would give him 100 and...
Yeah, it looks like he's going for the reroll. Yeah.
We could end up with 102, 102 here.
Yeah, he's gone for the reroll. He's still in that dilemma.
So
he wants to do it.
Akhter,
He wants to do it.
If Akhter gets half points on both those TIE fighters, and then purple kills yellow, I don't think pink is half point. If he kills yellow, I think they are 102, 102. And then we have final salvo. What would that be? 2, 4, 6, 9 for Kester.
Yep, so he spent it for 3 there. I think he wants to make sure he gets that half points
4,
there.
6. 8 versus 9 on a final salvo as well.
Oh, after all that, he's not got it.
Oh. Okay, I mean, it's going to be tough. It's still on. Oh, actually, blue can shoot yellow as well, actually. Yeah. Yeah, so after all that. Oh. I think that's pink into blue. That is a big choke. You need that roll to be good.
Yeah. Lucky.
Because if he gets half points there, then yellow could have shot into green, I guess. But no.
Is that the dreams ended, is it?
I think it's definitely with that roll as well. You can even just take the 1 shield damage here. Yeah, lots of aids. He's happy. I think that is done. So blue and purple can shoot. Try and kill some droids. Hit 3 hits.
Jesus.
So yellow's dead.
They're not even bothering rolling.
Well, it doesn't matter, does it? He's definitely dead.
No.
What's that? 2 hits.
Yep.
Just no damage at all now. So I think that's just 2 damage cards on pink, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think that's it, isn't it?
Go to the table and go and chat to the guys.
Yeah.
Hey guys.
Yeah, I would.
Hey-o.
I would. Yeah, that was. We were doing the math on the last turn, so I needed 1.5 because he was always going to get that last droid.
Well, I think I worked it out. If he'd got, so if you got the half points on green, half points on blue, and Kester killed yellow. Oh, actually, no, yellow was a Discord missile. No, I think I made that 102, 102.
Yeah. I needed to. The math was I needed a half point that one and a half point the other one. I needed one kill basically, or one fall.
Yeah.
And when he rolled the double evade, it was game over.
Yeah.
Because I was never going to kill the other one. But his dice were rubbish at the beginning of the game. I mean, the dice were. I mean, how bloody Revis, or sorry, what's her face, died straight on the first.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Well, I was looking at the math, going, the whole pod and the Discord missile and the plasma should have been used to kill her.
Yeah.
I was comfortable she would die, but.
Oh no, absolutely, yeah.
I was expecting the whole pod and the Discord to have to do it.
Yeah, I think Ben was like, "Oh yeah, Muse probably dies here," and then it was the first shot. We were like, "Okay." And then all those Discords landed perfectly as well, which I think was
I was surprised that you jousted. I really was surprised you jousted because the turn Hollow didn't take the damage because I just had. So you rolled really, really good dice.
Mostly killing that one, getting that,
and killing that one outright, even though I had mods. I thought that was crazy going for a joust with this list. Really thought it was crazy.
I had a practice with it, and when the dice were averaged, I seemed to come out on top. So I thought
the problem is the Discords and the plasmas put it over.
To be fair, when I practiced it, what happened is I managed to sort of get the positioning slightly better, so that they didn't all land on me, and I didn't get plasmid, and that was better.
I made a big mistake. Remember, I told you at the beginning.
Yeah,
I didn't 5 straight the blue, because if I 5 straight the blue on his own, and I had it dialed in, and I changed it back, which is an idiot move of mine. Had I put the 5 straight in, that whole pod is done.
Yeah,
because I 5 straight barrel roll and 2 straights don't fit.
Yeah.
So as soon as I saw you there, and I went, "Oh, he's going to 2 straight." It's too obvious that the 2 straight. I won't do that, and it was so obvious. I sat there and I went, "You idiot!" All I had to do was set that one guy 5 straight, and it was it. Because
I always find
no tokens.
Whenever you change your dial, it's always the wrong move.
Oh yeah, exactly. If you change the dial, it's like, yeah, I'm an idiot. Yeah, it's like because I sat there in the game and I was like, "That I'm going to regret this. I'm going to pay the price for that stupidness."
Because after the first half, I was basically like, I've probably lost it. But then, the dice sort of spun around in my favour.
No, but it happened. Look, I had a really good early engagement. This is why because I run the 2 pods, never joust the 2 pod list, because I'm always going to turn in on the left, and I'm always going to then be in a really good position with those ships. And I know the only turn you've got is a K. So I put one guy to stop that K because it was obvious. And I can just jam everything in the middle. I bump pretty much everything. And I can take something else off the table.
I think what I said before, that it's quite hard to avoid jousting it. If I set up somewhere else, I just move from a different direction. And I end up basically jousting you anyway, but through a rock or at weird angles. And you end up in basically the same situation. You just joust it from a slightly position.
It's more difficult if you come through the rocks and come into this open space.
Yeah.
Because what happened, this is what I find anyway. I mean, I get what you're saying, but if you come all the way around here and then come around here, my problem is my 2 pods, by the time they've repositioned, are like this, and I can't stop your K-turns.
Yeah. Well.
And that's the problem. When you run the 2 pods and I slow roll the back 2 ships, and you're coming down at an angle, I can stop the K-turns all day, and that's all I care about with the ties, because if you jam the bombers in, and the bombers slow roll in, and they're just plasmering anything they can get their hands on, and then these guys are just running around just being a nuisance in the middle. And the Discords are just nuts. If they land, I mean, I was super lucky. I mean, I even took a photo of that. I've never had 3 Discords in a perfect place like that
They were
before.
so neat, weren't they? In a nice row. Although,
I was sitting there going,
ironically, only one of them actually did any damage, I think, because you killed the ship, you killed Muse, so that didn't matter at all. And then I shot the other one with my depleted guy, which I think was quite pleased about it. Felt like it could have been a bad idea, but when you have to pass a depleter or strain off early on, it feels bad. But then when you manage to do something useful with that ship anyway, it's like, okay, good. That's not terrible then.
It's not terrible. So it's like no, it was an interesting game because it went the way. It was never going to be easy because Muse. Look, Hollow is almost never getting done unless I get a bump and multiple ships on her, and she doubled.
I don't roll really well and kill something.
Yeah, she rolled really well and killed one, and I was hoping with all those ships and a bump that I get half on her.
Yeah, I was hoping that I would bump the front ships and take less shots. And I was hoping that it wouldn't have that tile locked shot against me because I'd have bumped into it.
The thing about Hollow that's so amazing is because I was too close with the other guy and I was never going to be able to stop it. I should have thought about my barrel roll away, but I knew you were going to take the lock off the one at the top, so I couldn't fire the plasma.
Yeah.
But it was good play.
Yeah, I enjoyed that. Cheers, man. Right,
it's definitely interesting to watch.
Yeah, cheers for playing and commiserations, Akhter. But great run to the semi-final.
No, I mean, look, I'm stoked. I even got here with playing 2 Bobber Emons and beating both Bobber Emons in the last 2 games. I'm living on borrowed time anyway.
Yeah, absolutely. But well, congratulations, Kester. Hopefully, we'll see you next week on the stream playing Brendan.
Yeah.
So, what's Brendan running?
Malus Swarm. Yeah.
Ooh. And do you have a bid on him?
I think I do. Is he 200?
197. I think. Oh, actually, is he 196? 2 seconds.
I thought he was 99, 199. I can't remember that.
On him,
Malorus, his list.
He's 199.
199. Yeah.
Nice.
You've got the bid. You've got a good chance there, mate.
Yeah,
because he is definitely going first.
Yeah, he'll be very strained out by the time I shoot him.
So he can strain all his boys for you.
That's what I'm hoping.
Right,
TN as well.
We'll wrap the stream up there. So thanks for watching, everybody.
Cheers, guys.
Pop back next week, and you can get to see the final. We'll see
Okay.
you later.
Yep.
Good night, guys.
Kester.
Bye.
Good play, mate. Good play.
You too. See you later.